you look at the representations that we have of ourselves, it's not that Black people are depicted as joyous and positive and in these great family situations. Like, media doesn't throw that back at us. Media throws us images of us in pain, images of us disjointed. The thing I can do is paint. My visual medium is able to help remedy that. Creating this positive imagery is wildly important because of the fact that it's something that influences people without them understanding it. Positive imagery of people of color. When I say that, I want Black kids in particular to see themselves uplifted in my works and find a piece of that that resonates for them. I got started as an artist because I have two sisters. My older sister started drawing and I wanted to be her. I kept drawing and she stopped. And it was something that I was good at, but it wasn't something that I was more serious about until the 8th grade. In particular, I am a product of a single mother who was determined to give me and my sisters the world. She was this strong woman, and it was a strong woman for these 3 girls, and nothing was impossible. The inspiration in my work comes from a lot of different places. In my work, you see a lot of women. There's so many women in my work, and actually, I just had the fortunate situation of it being the perfect storm of there were women in the neighborhood who, they were strong women who could do anything, who were around me, who were the ones who set my worldview. So I have this deep appreciation for women, for the female form. The reason why I'm so excited about public art is because it's not that people have to go seek out my stuff to go find it. People think of art, I think in a lot of ways they think of it as expendable. They say, oh, art is not really that important, but not understanding that there are ways in which we interpret the world through the lens of those things. So there are things we learn about ourselves by our interactions with art. And so for it to be that my art is in a space for that, that's phenomenal. It's important for me to be able to create these works that represent the history of North Carolina, these important and vibrant lives of people who are important to the state. I was commissioned by the National Trust for Historic Preservation to make a portrait of Nina Simone. Nina Simone is a jazz and blues singer from Tryon, North Carolina. She's an important part of jazz history, and her trials and tribulations were because she was Black. And that painting is the face of the campaign to raise funds to restore Nina Simone's childhood home, to show this history of North Carolina to be something that is raising funds for such a noble cause. It's exciting because my art is for feeling, healing, or celebrating, right? For me, the role that art has played has been those things, and that's the most important moments that I've had in relation to my art with people are those things, right? In addition to feeling or healing or celebrating, there's also learning or exposure, right? So exposure to this concept of you as a person being great. When I did You're My Sunshine and I did Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep, somebody told me that they had taken those books and put them away for when they have children in the future. And it was one of those moments that stopped me. I was so grateful because that means that in the future, they're gonna pull these books out and they'll read these to their kids. And when they're kids, they're adults and they have their own children, they'll think of this book that I illustrated, this thing of You Are My Sunshine with these smiling Black faces, and it'll be something that shapes how they see themselves for the rest of their life. The blessing I have in my life is that I've been allowed to be exactly who I am. It's important for me to live my life as myself because there are other people in the world who they don't have the freedom to do just that. I get to be visible to some little kid who says, okay, well, I see her living exactly as she chooses to. And I can not only do that as well when I grow up and I'm allowed to make my own decisions, but I can do great things too.